is the Bill Squire Show.
Great. That's actually a really cute sweater.
Thank you. You're always so
I'm always so like...
Oh, are we on the
Oh,
same?
we're starting now.
No, you're always so particular about my clothing for some reason.
I don't think I'm particular.
Well,
I
that
think
one
there's
dress
things-
I have.
There's that one dress, and then I think the rest of the stuff you wear looks great.
You were like, I usually like your clothes, but this dress does nothing for you.
You hang on to these one time. So like I said, I usually like your clothes, but one time you wore something that I didn't think was flattering on you.
That was like an errand running dress. Like
Okay.
you just throw it on, it's
That's fine.
loose.
That's fine. But but you hang on to that one time. But I think most of the time, like, ooh, you look great in this and that and this.
No, I think that's good though. Like if something looks bad, somebody should tell me. Like I
Right.
know my hair looks bad today.
I think it looks
I didn't have time to do my hair this morning.
good. You were up late. You were out partying, not partying.
No,
but
I was at a small get together.
Don't look yet. Anyway, welcome to this week's episode of the Bill Squire Show. I am your host, Bill Squire, and we are here with my ex-girlfriend, everyone's favorite ex-girlfriend, Carly. You fucking know better. You know the whole thing. And last time Carly was on, we were looking for a mans for her. And we got some good submissions. I really appreciate the guys. Let me just say this. You guys are great. The guys,
I'm terrified.
Well, don't be terrified. And here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to show you an example one. That's the joke one. And then you have to say something that you like about him, and then you can say why you wouldn't date him.
I thought they were all going to be jokes, and then I got really nervous when you told me they were serious.
No, they're serious, and they're good guys. And one of them wrote me an email that I want to get to as well.
Oh, I'm sweating.
Yeah. Well,
Scary.
it's not. It'll be fun. So I really appreciate their submissions. I think their submissions are fantastic. I think these are, you're kings. You killed it.
And
you did a
who
good
better
job.
to find me a date than
me?
my ex-boyfriend?
Yes. Am I your best ex-boyfriend?
Best what?
Best ex-boyfriend. I didn't say best boyfriend.
Yeah, definitely not best boyfriend.
Right. I didn't say that. I said best ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, I mean, currently, my other ex that I'm friends with was kind of being a butthead to me the other day, so. Mm-hmm. You're probably the favorite, though, anyway.
That's right. Mm-hmm. I am the favorite. All right. Let me pull up. Here we go. So this is...
This person tweeted you?
He sent me the video on Twitter, which means he's disqualified anyway.
Someone sent me a video also.
Yeah,
but
I have that one, but I'm not going to play it because he didn't submit properly. So, here we go.
It was
ready?
very sweet, though.
Yeah.
It was very genuine. So this is the joke.
If you want to take it as a joke.
My name is AJ. Bill's trying to set us up, I guess, or something. I don't know. He told me to make a video about why I think you should go on a date with me. I'm 31 years old. I'm a comic. And I could do this really cool trick with shaving cream. Where instead of telling you about it, I'll just show you. Oh yeah. Oh God. Oh. I'm a pretty girl. Ha! Ha! Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun.
Here Comes the Sun. Yes, that's a Beatles song. Did you not know that's a Beatles song? It's in that movie you told me to watch that was very boring.
What movie?
All Around the Universe or something?
Across the Universe.
Yeah, that one.
That's all about the Beatles.
Mm-hmm.
You thought it was boring?
I did think it was boring. It was not my favorite thing. All right, so that's a joke one. What did you like about AJ?
The man's very comfortable with himself.
Absolutely, he is. And he's very funny. He's a very funny comic. He's written for like the New Yorker and like he used to write for Mad Magazine and stuff like that. So he's pretty accomplished with his writing and stuff like that. And he's very, very funny. And he can play guitar and sing.
Since when did you get a guitar?
I've had that for a long time. It's just been in the other room.
I've never seen you play a guitar ever.
Oh, I know how to play it a little bit. I'm not great.
Okay.
Do you want me to sing you a song sometime? Another Beatles song?
No.
Yeah, well, we'll see. You don't always get what you want. Anyway, so that was the joke one. So the rest of these are real submissions, and I think we did really well with our submissions. I really do. And I know there's one that you are most nervous about, and I think we're going to start with that one, and it's the person that you actually know.
Are you sure? I know, like these don't look like people I know.
Well, that's why I have him hidden.
Oh.
Okay, so do you want to start with that one?
I don't know. I can't think of anybody that I know that I would date.
All right, well, I'm going to
or
pull
like
it
that
up here.
likes me.
All right, well, I'm going to pull it up, and again, after you watch it, we're going to watch it, and then you tell me what you like about his submission. You have to do the positive stuff first, okay?
What do you think? I'm just gonna like trash everyone?
I think you will look for excuses as to why you won't want to go out with these guys when I think they're all qualified candidates.
That's what I do.
I know, and that's why we're trying to break the cycle. So we're going to go after the positive first.
Okay.
All right, ready? Close your eyes so I can pull this up and get it queued up. All right, and here we go. And
Yo, so me and Carly actually graduated high school together, and when I heard you were doing this whole thing, I figured I might as well send something in and shoot my shot, because I always thought she was a gorgeous woman, obviously, as you know. My name is Dylan Vanna. I'm 28. I'm a journeyman machinist by trade. I like to walk my dogs, work on my house, watch basketball, big time, watch the Browns. I'm not big on social media, but I have always noticed Carly's hustle game is pretty strong on Instagram from afar, and I always admired that. And I'm not really sure why guys would be intimidated by it or whatever, but I don't know. I guess that's a little bit about me, and fingers crossed she'll pick me out of the other ones.
all right, so do you remember Dylan?
Yeah, like from kindergarten, I think.
Okay,
Even
well, you guys
like
graduated
elementary
the same
school.
year. Yeah.
Yeah, we went to high school.
So what did you
together.
like about his video?
I think
Let's start with. Do you think?
I think it's like extra scary to do something like that if you know the person already.
I think so too.
Like even like we don't like talk all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I actually couldn't even tell you last time I talked to him, but
Right.
it's I'm surprised.
He's had his eye on you.
I was trying to.
he's-
I was like, is there a client recent? Like, I'm trying to figure out like who.
Yeah, you were. That was like the one thing because we went to dinner earlier this week, and you were just like, "Who is it?" And you're like guessing all these people, and I was trying to throw you off a little bit, but I didn't think you would actually guess him because I really felt like this is something like kind of out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah.
you haven't probably talked to him in a long time, and so, but he's got a good job. He's all right. Tell me what you like about him. Positives.
Positives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, what I like. No, I think that took. I think it was a very like honest, genuine.
So he's an
Video.
honest, genuine person. So he's a little bit brave. He's willing to put it out there. So that's good. What else?
Yeah, apparently pays attention to stuff I post.
Yeah.
So I know that's a big deal to me. I think like I know Mary was talking to me about this. There's a lot of guys that like say it's fine, and then it's not.
Right.
Once the like reality sets in.
And what do you mean by that? Like the like your success, or you're like just like posting like a cute picture or anything like
Yeah,
that?
no, I mean if you're dating a realtor, if you're even friends with a realtor or
Yeah.
someone with like a similar job, they're gonna miss stuff. They're gonna be late. They're gonna like forget to text you back from
Yeah.
time to time. Like there are things that are just,
It's just part of the job.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
on a look scale, how do you? I mean, he looks like he's in shape. He's not ugly. Like he looks like a handsome
Yeah,
guy.
I haven't seen him in person.
Yeah, he
a
looks pretty
long time.
handsome.
I feel like I actually had a huge crush on him in third grade or something, like
yeah?
very early on
Aw.
in
Maybe you need to rekindle that
elementary
third grade
school.
romance.
I'm remembering it.
Oh man, there you go, Dylan. You're on track.
I don't think he knew that ever.
No,
actually,
well, he does now.
Yeah, no, I did. I don't remember what grade it was or when, but I was super young because I remember like writing about it in my Lisa Frank diary.
That's adorable. Oh, you're sweet. You're a sweetie. That's cute. All right, so we'll put him in the maybe pile. Would you go on a date with him?
I mean, there's only like 3 videos. I think.
There's 4.
Well, counting your.
No, there's 4 total.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah.
Okay.
So would you think about going on a date with him?
Well, I'm not gonna like put anyone into like a maybe or
Okay.
just
all right,
wait
all right,
until the end.
Wait till the
It
end.
makes me feel like I'm donating somebody to Goodwill.
All right,
Like,
that's fair. That's fair. All right.
toss.
We're gonna
Keep.
go next with this guy who I think he's the oldest of the submissions, and I don't think he killed it with his view here. But
This looks like something that would pop up on chat roulette. This view,
Yeah, it's
not the person.
But I like his submission here, so let's go ahead and give him a chance. Oh, come on, computer.
Hey, my name's Jason M. Just a little bit about me. My day job, I investigate money laundering during the day. I have a side job where I do recruiting for a mortgage field service company at night and in my spare time. I like to golf. I'm a competitive powerlifter. Like to walk in the metro parks because it's soothing for the soul, apparently. My favorite movies are Meatballs and Super Troopers, which is playing in the background of my living room. My favorite drink is Tito's and soda with lime, not lemon, because I'm not an animal. So that's about it. If you like that, that'd be awesome to hear from you. If not, that's cool too. So enjoy the cool couch in the background with the blue pillow, I guess.
I have a question. Did you give people criteria?
Nope.
Because they're just throwing stuff. Like the one guy that sent a video directly to me was like
It's
going off of stuff that we talked about.
right, and
in
that's
the video.
kind of what I, figured they would do, and just like tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do, and so all right, what do you like about Jason?
Seems like he's driven. He's got a couple
Hustles.
grown-up jobs.
Yeah. I mean, investigating money laundering is a pretty cool job. I don't know how much you can talk about it, but like that's interesting.
I had, when I was working in the gaming industry, we used to have like basic training on that, like what to recognize. I don't know how you would full on investigate it, but
Well, maybe you can find out from Jason. He also wrote me an email where he talked about his kind of like fitness weight loss journey, where he lost a bunch of weight, and now he's like, just he has a real hard time with body image issues, and he asked me for some advice on that, and it's just really like, when it comes down to it, man, like you just gotta accept what your body looks like, and he's worried about these little cosmetic things about his body, but he lost a bunch of weight. He looks great. He's being healthy. He's lifting weights. He's doing all this stuff to maintain and all that stuff. But everybody's got that. Like everybody at every level, especially women, take it way more serious than any man does. From what I've experienced, where women will nitpick their body to be like, oh, I can't believe I'm like fat today, or like I have this little thing here, and it's like we're all really hard on ourselves, but we're not as like, you have to look at yourself through someone else's eyes, and then you go, okay, I'm actually doing okay.
yeah. Well, you went through that even when you were like at your thinnest.
Yeah.
There was like even getting used to it. And I remember you saying like, oh, there's like people attracted to me that never would have been. And I grew up this way. And I know when I was counting macros, I wanted abs my whole life. And then I had abs and I felt like I was shaped like a 12-year-old boy. Like I felt like I had no curves anymore.
So even when you are at like your goal, you're like, oh, I don't really like the way I feel right now.
I didn't feel good.
Yeah.
So
that's really just like, if you feel good, you have to accept that you want to feel good. So I always think if you look good in clothes, you're going to be okay. Like everybody wants to look good naked, but no one's that nitpicky either, where they're going to be like, once they got naked, especially women. Women accept. I've
That's
done
an eat,
pretty
pray,
well.
love.
Yeah, I've done pretty well as a fat guy with women, and none of them are like, "Ooh, you're absolutely disgusting." They're all very, and if you're with a girl that is like that, then it's not the right girl for you. So there you go.
It's true.
So, all right. So he's got that going. He's a little dry sense of humor, which I think is similar to yours.
Yeah, but no one gets it when it's me. Like, I feel like girls don't, like, there aren't as many girls that are sarcastic.
Yeah.
It went over, like, I met, like, my friends talking to a guy, and I met, like, a lot of his friends last night, and I was kind of, like, making some, like, dry jokes, and that went over well.
That's
but
good.
usually people look at me like, you serious? Like,
Yeah.
so
Well,
I can't tell.
he seems to have a similar sense of humor, so maybe put him in the. We'll continue on, but I think I appreciate the video a lot, Jason, and I appreciate you reaching out and just like kind of opening up about everything. So thank you very much. And even if it's not Carly, I think you'll find somebody because you seem like a good dude. All right, we're gonna go with this guy, and we'll save him for last.
Hi, Carly, or Bill, whoever gets to this first. I'm Tom. 30 seconds is not a whole ton of time, so I made a list. I'm 29. I am an electrician. On the weekends, I am a mechanic. I'm a musician. I love to cook. I will generally take a dog over most people. I do love all animals, though. I'm also a pretty good communicator. I'm just about up for anything. I'm a very good listener. So, yeah, would it be a good match? I don't know. But, yeah, could be fun. So, that's 30 seconds, and that's my whole list. All right.
What do you think?
He's very animated.
Very animated. All right, tell me what you like.
I mean, I always need electricians in my line of work. I like dogs. I'm sure you probably like creeped on my Instagram or something to
Find out.
It's not that hard.
Right.
It's like,
But I don't think
a lot of my
that's
dogs.
something he's lying about either. I think
I think most people are dog people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he loves all animals too, so he loves dogs, but all animals as well. So that's good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like all animals too. I just
Yeah.
only have the one
I know.
living in my home with me.
Right.
So
He's pretty. I thought the listing was clever. I thought his delivery was fun. He seemed like a pretty affable dude. I like him.
it's planned out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of the looks department?
It's hard to say with anybody.
And this is what I was kind of alluding to in the last episode you were on, is I really think that you, and like this is why Tinder and stuff like that are so bad for you, because you have a look that you're attracted to, but I think when you actually care for somebody, it's more about who they are and getting to know them.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I don't tend to be immediately like physically attracted to most people.
Right.
That's why that's why I can't do dating apps. I said this last night. Like I just swipe left or whatever the no is on like everyone.
Yeah.
So
But I think so far all these guys, they're pretty attractive guys, and they, I feel like if you got to know them, they would be a good match for you. I don't think any of them would be a bad match for you.
how do you know that off like 30 seconds?
I just think that
You just like everybody.
I like everybody. I think that's kind of the attitude you have to have if you're trying to find somebody, is you have to give everybody a chance. And if you're just looking for reasons to not give them a chance, then you're never going to find anybody. And again, it doesn't mean you have to go on dates with these guys. It means you can strike up a conversation and see where it goes from there.
I don't know if anybody's ever like taken me on an official date.
I've taken you on official dates.
The first date you took me on was like your own comedy show.
And it was a great date.
But that's like you're working.
Yeah, but we also went on dates.
Yeah. Okay. So
When we went to the art opening, the James's thing, that was like a nice date. We went to the art thing, and then we went and got drinks afterwards. We did things like that.
We broke up like 3 days later. I think. Like
I'm
real
not
se-
talking about you.
Well,
See, this
no,
is the
but-
negative Carly out there. She's just like, oh, but we broke up 3 days later. You cheated on me, blah blah blah.
I didn't
I'm
even
talking
say-
about
I
the
didn't even
dates.
bring that
I
up.
know, but I am because I knew
So-
you were going to eventually.
Well, no, I mean, I guess I'm talking about like when you like get to know, like starting to get to know someone.
Yeah.
Like I've never had like I had somebody ask me recently, like, let's go to dinner and talk, but it was somebody that like, for reasons I won't discuss, like it would not be a good idea for me to go on a date with them. But no, I don't think like.
Also, I saw that person with a lady.
Good.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think that one's
Good.
closed.
So, yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah.
No, just like I feel like a lot of guys now, you're like either with like a group of friends or they're like, come hang out, or like think they're not
Well,
like.
I think, and one of the reasons that we didn't go on as many dates probably is because when we were dating, you were still working at the casino,
I
and
was working 5 to 6 nights a week.
yeah, so it's hard to
Yeah.
like go out because you would work till like 10 or so. most
Actually, the
nights.
guy I dated after you, the one I was in like a serious relationship with, he did like
Yeah, he was like a
he
traditional
did take
guy.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't. I didn't really think I forgot about it.
Selective
a little bit.
memory, that's what she has. She just wants to be like, oh no, they were taking me on a date. When we've given multiple examples when she's been taken on a date.
I just think in general, like guys don't
Yeah.
do that so much anymore.
I think there's guys that want to. I just don't think those are the guys that girls go out with. I think these guys would all take you on a date. Except maybe our last one. Let's watch our last one.
Oh, why?
No, just because I know him and he's seriously submitting. But let's go for it.
How do you know him?
He is a friend.
Hi, my name is Jake. This is my submission to become Eskimo brothers with Bill, or Wiener cousins as I like to call it. I don't want to say too much about myself, so we have something to talk about on our first date, but I'm 28 years old. I am a tire shop supervisor at Costco. I enjoy stand-up comedy. I love podcasts. I do a podcast with two of my best friends. I do a solo podcast for Patreon. Let's see, what sets me apart from a lot of the other potential applicants would be I have a job. A lot of them don't, I guarantee you that. I pay my taxes. I have very little debt. I'm 6'2", and as you can see, I can grow a beard. I know these are all very unimportant things, but I don't like to talk about myself, so you'll have to meet me to find out, all right? Bye.
So he's on a podcast that I'm a regular guest on.
Okay, I don't think I've ever seen him.
Yeah, dude, nobody cares, and but he's a funny dude, and he's coming at this again with the dry humor and just kind of goofing around. What do you think of Jake?
I think he also made a genuine video. I've never been to a Costco.
You've never been to a Costco? It's magical. That's fine. It's Sam's Club, but nicer.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't need a lot of stuff in bulk, I guess. Because it's just me and the dog.
What do you think? Like, I don't know. What do you think of him?
I think this is so hard.
I know, because you're really.
This is so hard.
But I want you to see, like, there are good guys out there, and I think, if you give them a chance, you can meet somebody nice.
I mean, there are good. I mean, I guess I get into like a cynic phase.
Yeah.
When I like get hurt and I'm like, love isn't real, relationships aren't real. I feel like I know a lot of people in my life with like relationships that like look really fantastic.
Yeah.
And most of them have their fair share of problems. Some of them really severe.
Everybody's going to have problems in a relationship.
Yeah. And like most people get divorced. So I do kind of get like, why do we even try?
All right. But these guys are trying and you're trying and that's what you're here for.
Yeah.
So of the four, who would you put number one as you're most likely to go on a date with?
I have no idea. I don't want to rank them.
Well, that's what
I feel like that's not fair.
It's entertaining. Well,
So
then are they all tied for first?
I don't know.
Or are they all tied for last? You got to make a choice here. We need to know who these guys want to know.
I think they all seem very nice.
Will you contact all of them? I can give you their email addresses.
What would I contact them about?
You'd be like, hey, this is Carly. Let's talk.
We should have had like a questionnaire or something.
Well, we can do that in the future. Or you can make a questionnaire, or you can just talk to them and just get to know them.
I think they're all very nice. I think like looking at these, this is like dudes do not know how to like take pictures of themselves.
Oh, I know that.
Or like the angles.
The angles are all pretty. Jake's angle's not great. Jason's angle, not great. Dylan's is okay. I would say that Tom has the best angle here. So, who are you going with? You got to make a choice. This is entertainment.
You gotta make a choice?
Yeah, this is like the dating game.
Bill,
Dude, can I pick for you?
who would you pick?
I would pick Tom.
Which one's that?
This guy right here.
Why would you pick him?
I think he is funny, and I think he is, he's a handsome guy. He's got a good job. He's got things he's interested in. I honestly think you should strike up a conversation with all of them.
Jobs, like hobbies.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
That's all good stuff, but also he's like a handsome dude. He's fit. He's like, he seems to have his shit together. Mm-hmm. But again, I think Dylan's good too. I think Jake's good. I think Jason's good. So I think you should maybe, I don't know. Do you want to do like bachelorette style?
I've never seen that. You mean like give them roses?
Yeah, like, you get to know them all. And then you come back and you talk about your dates.
I love bad reality TV, but if it's like Jersey Shore only.
Well, we're not trying to do that. We're trying to do something genuine here. Would you want to go? What if you do a date with each one of these guys and then come back and tell us how it goes?
I do not have time for that.
You don't have to do it all at once. We can spread it out over the next couple months.
We'll talk about it.
Oh, she's not wrong.
I'll consider it.
All
I don't
right.
know.
Well, we got to wrap this up. But did you like the submissions overall?
Yeah,
You thought there wasn't even going to be submissions, so
I thought there was gonna be no submissions, or it would just be like all of your friends, your comedy friends, like doing jokes.
Nope.
Not that I thought like I'm a terrible person to date or anything. I just figured like no one would like.
Yeah, take the time to do it.
No, I think it's very like nice that they did, and very like. I don't. It
Are
takes
you flattered?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I just want you to know there are guys out there that are nice, that are looking to date. And I think, ladies, I think what you do is and guys do it too. We judge on the appearance, and that's the worst way to do it. You got to get to know somebody. You got to give them a chance. And like a lot of people come on too strong because of the hookup culture thing. So they'll be like, let's just fuck. All that shit's terrible.
I don't think I judge on appearance.
I think you do, but you don't. But the appearance is like you go, okay, like you said earlier, like you go, oh, they're all bad, because you have to know somebody to be attracted to them.
Well, I didn't say they're bad. No, that's a big piece of.
Yeah.
That's a big piece of like when I'm attracted to somebody is
Right.
when
So
I
you
get
have
to know them.
to get to know them. I mean, to find out if you're attracted to them, you have to get to know them a little bit. So
I also like
you can start a friendly conversation with these people.
I don't like catch on.
Yeah.
So like if you're with like a group of people and there's like a single guy or whatever, and you'll have like three people introduce you to him. Like I just figured that out.
Oh yeah.
Like that they're trying to be like, hey here's my friend so and so, and then I'm like, okay, where's the White Claws? Cool.
I feel like I think what we're gonna do instead is we're just gonna do an arranged marriage for Carly. We're gonna do it,
the Married at First Sight show. I love that show.
That show, but I was thinking more like the India marriage show. Do you watch that one? Like,
I think I caught a couple episodes on Netflix.
Yeah. So basically, these are the ones you choose from. I'll choose a husband out of these 4.
Like, do they have to like pay you a dowry?
Mm-hmm. They do. So I'm gonna get paid out of this, and then you get to be wiener cousins with me.
Ew.
I like Eskimo Brothers so much more than wiener cousins, because wiener cousins sounds like our wieners have touched.
What's the girl equivalent of that?
Eskimo sisters?
Is it?
I don't know. I probably.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you guys for submitting. We appreciate it a lot. Now coming up is this week's Instagram hottie. Enjoy. It'll be good.
Does your girlfriend go crazy that you don't know how to tell a girl for what to fix?
Do you know what my girlfriend would never think about that? Her hair.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, she doesn't give a fuck. She'll go on this, like, she'll be on my podcast pretty regularly. Get right up on the microphone here.
Okay.
She'll be on my podcast pretty regularly, and just, she's just kind of like a hippie, I guess, at heart, so she doesn't care really how she looks most of the time. If you
I don't
you can
at
hold
work.
it if you want.
I don't at work.
Yeah.
Which is probably when I should.
Right. But it's, it's just one of those things where you look how you look. And, it's one of those things where, I don't know, if I think your hair looks fine here. If I was going to fix one thing, it would be this little loop right here.
See?
And there you go. See, I know how to do it. I just am not as concerned as maybe I should be.
No, you're not. I'm just never worried. And then you said to make clickbait. So then I was like, fuck.
Well, that'll be for the photo that we post on the website.
Oh, can we just do my ass one?
Yeah, we can do whatever you want. Whatever you want. It's usually we go with something that's on your Instagram, but if you want to use your ass or you're talking vagina, we can't use the talking vagina. It's so funny. Anyway, I'm here with Anna.
Hi.
And we are this week's Instagram hottie. And I'm excited to have you back. You did Flicks and Bill a couple months ago, and we talked about, it seems so long ago now.
Love is Blind.
Love is Blind. That was like before lockdown and everything.
No, yeah, it just started. It was just going to start.
It was just going to start like that. Like, I think we did it on Saturday, and then I think everything shut down on Monday.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
And you told me to wait because they're going to have a senior Love is Blind.
Yeah, that was supposed to happen. Then everything got shut down. But it was going to be a senior dating show. I don't think it was going to be Love is Blind, but it was going to be like an old.
And now I'm the hottie, so you must be really getting the COVID bottom of the barrel.
I go with whoever I feel like gets back to me. And also, we got all types. And also, you are hot, so deal with it. Deal with it. You've been boxing and shit though. Like you've taken. There's like two types of people that have handled 2020 in different ways. There's the people that incredibly depressed, put on some weight, that kind of thing, and then there's people that have like, hey, I'm not gonna let this get me down. I'm gonna still work my ass off. I'm still gonna get out there and do stuff. And you got into some boxing and shit, and
boxing and Pilates.
Yeah.
But I think it's because my only like friends were work, because all I did is work 24/7.
Yeah.
So there's only so many times I can have conversations with my bunnies.
Yeah.
Then they don't really talk back.
Right.
So I was like, fuck it.
How many bunnies do you have? Do I have more shoes or do you have more bunnies?
We're close.
Close.
Well, I don't work at rescue places anymore, but I have
Okay.
7. They're dwarfs.
Yeah.
But so they're like 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds. So really I have like maybe 2 full-size ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, that's why she's in there, and she still has to chime in.
She heard bunnies.
She hears bunnies. She hears my voice. She hears anybody in here. She's so clingy.
I love her.
She's so clingy. She's great, but she is very clingy, and that's part of one being in the living situation that I'm in the condo and everything, but then also the fact that during her, I'm always around, so she's just like, he's here. He's supposed to be here. He's always around. I got to get used to it, and so she's very clingy because of that.
My bunnies have gotten clingy.
Yeah. What's a clingy bunny like?
Dude, they're just on you 24/7.
Yeah.
And then if you don't pay attention, they'll poop in front of you and stare at you.
Dude, she peed on my foot the other day.
Yeah, because you're not paying attention.
Because I wasn't paying attention. Because we kind of have a routine in the mornings, and I was trying to adjust the routine. I still did everything that I do with her, but instead of sitting on the couch, I wanted to sit at the table and drink coffee and write. And so I'm sitting at the table writing, just sipping some coffee, and all of a sudden I feel my foot getting all warm, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And she came over and pissed on my foot.
They're so passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty aggressive, I would say.
Yeah.
That's pretty aggressive. That's her telling me,
It depends. To
hey,
each their own.
You got to pay attention to me.
Some people might say that was a great day.
Yeah, there are those people out there. Ooh, that brings me to a very good topic right off the bat. So on the show, I posted this clip on Instagram. Mary was discussing possibly selling feet pics. And she's like...
did she get offers for it?
She says she does. And she said... And she knows other people that do it and stuff like that. And she's like, the only reason that I don't want to do it is because I don't like the idea of guys using it for a sexual purpose. Like
How old
jerking
is she?
off to it. 30.
Yeah, she's going to get over that real fast.
Well...
Because when she gets 40, she's going to be like, please, somebody, anybody, find me sexually attractive.
Well, and that's what I told her is... I'm like, you're posting pictures all the time anyway. Like,
Yeah.
you're always posting these pictures, and I call them thirst traps. She's like, oh, no, a thirst trap's only if you're, like, showing skin. I'm like, no, if you're seeking attention, that's...
Any selfie.
Yeah,
really
it's kind of a thirst
is
trap.
Yeah.
Especially if you, like, look good in it. And she's always posting those, like, she's, like, her outfits and stuff like that. And I'm like, and guess what? Guys are already jerking off to those. They're jerking off to those.
And maybe women. Why are you going to make it...
Well, I say
Dude,
people.
It's 2020.
People are jerking off to those.
There you go.
And so she's all freaked out. She's like, really? And we did like a whole poll on Instagram and Twitter. Honestly, people were honest on Twitter, and there was the ratio is a lot higher on Twitter because you can be anonymous. And so it was funny to see that it's like 10% higher on Twitter because people were telling the truth.
Yeah.
So it was like 35% of people have jerked off to clothed people. And she's like, oh, it's only people like bikinis and stuff like that. I'm like, no, people will jerk off to anything.
Anything.
Yes.
So I hear.
So you hear. And that's one of those things where she's a little naive sometimes, and it's kind of adorable, but also she's 30. She should know that when she posts a picture where she's got her hip popped out and her little face, people jerk off to this podcast. Yeah.
I'm older.
Yeah, she's older. She wants
I'll
it.
enjoy it.
Let her know. If you jerked off to Anna in the comments, let us know.
Yeah, for sure.
Or me. I like to, I
Yeah,
want to
why
feel
not?
pretty.
Why
I
are
want
you
to feel
putting
pretty.
yourself out?
I'm not. I just ladies first.
You have the voice for it.
I do.
You do.
For what, jerking off? For telling?
To hear-
I have the voice to tell someone I jerked off to their Facebook photos.
No, but
That's
it's
what
like
it
a
sounds
sexy.
like.
It's a sexy voice.
Well, thank you. I don't think I get told I have a sexy voice very often.
Really? I would have thought Alan told you every day.
Well, I mean, he tells me every day. It becomes white noise when he tells me because we do our affirmations to each other where we, kind of
You're
build each
good
other
enough,
up.
and
Yeah.
gosh darn it, people like
you.
me.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, I thought that was really funny that she was shocked that a picture of her in like jeans and a top that she likes is spank bank material to some people. I'm like, absolutely it is.
Dude, people are, and they have a lot of free time.
Mm-hmm. Especially this year.
Free time. Ooh, yeah.
And also she's,
and it's safe. You don't want to get too close to someone.
You don't want to get too close. And also it's not even that it's that photo, it's the fuel for the fantasy.
Yeah.
Which is where I think a lot of people live, especially when they go into their sexual desires. They're talking about things or thinking about things. They're like, oh, what would it be like with this person? And then she said something like, well, when I do it, I think of people that I already had sex with because I know what it's like. I'm like, that's the boringest thing I've ever heard.
Ever.
Right?
Ever.
Like, why would you? The whole idea is that you're creating a new scenario to think about something. Honestly,
and maybe they don't talk so much in my scenarios.
All right, I'm gonna reveal something here that is kind of fucked up, but it worked for me one time.
You're talking to me.
I know, and that's why you're here because I can talk fucked up with you. But I was having sex with one person, thinking about another person.
It happens.
And the thought that was in my head, and this is, I don't even want to put a timeline on this. The thought that was in my head is the person that I was thinking about said to me,
"Oh, come on!
I'm gonna do it.
I name my juice and we like it raw.
Yeah,
you got to bring it raw."
I was imagining her saying, "Fuck a baby into me that I can love."
See, I am always like,
wait, that's your reaction?
What am I going to do? Like, that's not the worst thing I've heard.
I know it's
not
the worst,
even today.
But the idea, I mean, if you know who the woman is, it's someone that, they have a kid and maybe not their favorite. So then
that's a different story.
Yeah. So that the whole scenario was that she was mad at the old baby dad. So she wanted a new kid that she could love fully because she doesn't like the father of that child. Likes the kid, but doesn't like the father of that child.
I'll just be like, give me those dead babies because I don't know. We're not going to get pregnant. No,
right.
No.
But give me those dead babies.
Well, in
you
certain
get along with my girlfriend.
situations.
Right. Well, I would give the whole. I
Not
guess
that
I needed to set that up a little bit.
I love babies.
Right, of course. But you don't. You just want them to not become babies.
Yeah, I have bunnies. That's good.
That's good enough. Yeah. That really did it to me for that situation that I created in my head. That scenario was.
So you're a romantic. You want to be long term with someone.
No, not even that. It was just the idea that because she was so infatuated with me, that she would always love that baby.
I'm sorry, sex machine.
Yes, exactly.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot who I was talking to.
I'm not even raising the kid in this scenario.
I might want a baby now. I don't know. I'm feeling like.
All right. Well, I'll give you one that you can love.
Thank God. But no, I was posting a picture of being like I was doing Pilates, and first of all, I have the biggest, ugliest feet like ever.
What size shoe do you wear?
Let's just say if I was a guy, I would have so many dates.
How many? Well, let's see who's got bigger feet.
I
What size shoe do you wear?
just ask me how much I weigh, how many people I've made out with. Any of these questions would be great.
That's what we're here for. It's a podcast.
11. Look at these. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big foot.
That's what I want to say.
But that's not a bad thing.
And I'm single. You're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Now forget it. Not so hot.
I wear a 13.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. See, I got big fucking feet.
You know what that means. Big heart.
Big, enlarged heart. I should drink more of your juice.
But I was like doing my exercise, and some guy's like, you have real pretty feet. And I was like, wow, kind of creepy, but you know what? I'm going to take it.
Yeah,
because
take it.
I hate my feet.
Right. That's like when someone enjoys something about you that you don't enjoy, it is kind of endearing.
Nobody likes bellies, though. It's so weird.
Nobody likes bellies.
Nobody
yeah.
ever was like, give me that belly.
Give me that belly. Well, here's the thing that I've noticed, because I got pretty skinny for a while, and then I put some weight back on, and then I've kind of fluctuated. I've stayed about the same for the past year and a half, and I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, we're all supposed to be different sizes.
Right. And so one thing that I've noticed is cuddling when I was skinny was miserable.
Horrible.
I hated it.
It's like a bag of antlers. It's horrible.
I felt so like them laying on me didn't feel good. Me being like, it was just not good. But like now I'm a total like memory foam.
Well, because that's your true like weight. Like
Yeah.
I think everybody's supposed to have a true weight. Like, and that's your true self. So you're comfortable. So you can be intimate.
Well, I can be intimate.
Dr.
I mean,
Hannah.
there was plenty of intimacy still, but just the
Sex
cuddling.
isn't always intimate.
I know, but I'm saying the cuddling was not as enjoyable because.
But I think when you're comfortable with your body.
But I mean, it like I like the way my body looked, but like I'm saying physically, it was uncomfortable because
Yeah.
I was so bony, and it like didn't.
Were
feel
you cutting
good.
her with all your muscles?
I mean, it didn't have muscles. It was
Or
just.
is it like, psh, I'm sorry.
It was just like loose skin and
Oh,
bone.
stop.
It was terrible. Yeah, it was not good.
I don't know. I think it's crazy. I think people are obsessed. Like guys seem to only want hot young, and I get it. But like, for me, there's people like the last guy I was with, like that I was seeing, wasn't really boyfriend girlfriend. I don't know what you call it.
Just hooking up.
But it was,
But it was more than that?
It was more than that.
Okay,
But
I would say seeing.
he was like a larger guy, but
Yeah.
like he was hot.
Yeah.
Like I still get butterflies when I think about him. Yeah.
That you know.
He just wanted a 24-year-old.
Yeah.
It happens. What are you gonna do?
Well, maybe you need a 24-year-old.
I don't know about that. I get hit on more by younger. I don't have time to teach anybody. Do you know how long?
But what's wrong with that? If
Do you
you're
know
the
how
one,
long it took me to figure out how a man's body works?
Yeah.
I can't now figure out how mine works and teach someone. That's a lot of work.
it is. But if the end goal is worth it, and you get someone that's with you, and you have that, and maybe you'll find out with someone that's a fast learner.
Maybe they'll be on the senior edition of Love is
Of
Blind.
Love is Blind, yeah.
Yeah, and I won't even know until I'm in love
Right.
because I am so mature. I might be mentally at that area.
So I think go younger. Maybe not 24-year-old, maybe like a 30-year-old.
Yeah,
Like somewhere around
like
there.
right when they're not as hot.
Right when
So they're a little insecure.
they're a little bit insecure. They're not as
Keep them on their toes.
but they're also more open-minded, and they're more,
True.
and then you have stability and maturity that these other girls don't have, which is, I think, goes a long way.
There was an Indians player I hung out for a little bit, and it was great at first.
Yeah.
But see, younger sometimes really needy.
Oh,
Like, he
yeah.
wanted to spend every day together. He would come to the cafe and hang out all day.
Wow.
And then, what are we doing later? And I was like, oh my God.
That's so
And
much.
I don't know if that's bad because I know a lot of girls love that. A lot of guys love that. But
But that is a young person
There's a lot
thing.
of stuff.
Yeah.
And then I would be like, we'd be hanging out and he would like fall asleep on the couch.
Uh-huh.
So one day I called an Uber. That was pretty much near the end.
You called the Uber for him.
Yeah, I was like, your Uber's here. He's like, you called me an Uber?
That's a
I thought it was really nice.
I think that's a very nice thing, because like if I'm not like me and my girl, we sleep together probably four.
But you're in love. That's
we're
different.
in love, but like we're in four. And that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
as we're in a relationship and we spend spend the same night in bed like 4 nights a week or so.
Yeah.
But those 2 or 3 nights that she's not here, I like those, and she likes having her space too.
Yes. You need that.
I agree, and I think that's one problem that a lot of people that are in like living situations and married and stuff like that use your spare bedroom once in a while if you got it.
And then they
Sleep on the
like
couch once in a while.
they become like somebody's the mommy and somebody's the daddy. Like, did you do your to-do list?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna like have sex with you until you do this.
Right. Everything becomes very transactional.
Right.
And that's not great.
Yeah, from what I've witnessed.
Yeah.
I've never been married.
You've never been married. I've been married, and it's honestly the best sex that we ever had in my marriage was when we were hardly talking and we were on the way. Like, I was moving out. It wasn't even angry. It was just maintenance. But we both knew each other pretty well at that point. I mean, we'd been together for 7 or 8 years. And so I'd go out and I'd work all day. I'd like leave earlier than I had to. I'd get home late after doing stand-up. Wasn't even drinking or anything at the time. And I'd just get home and she'd climb on. We'd do our thing.
You're like a ride at Cedar Point.
Yeah, that was basically it. And then we'd fall asleep. We'd do that.
Yeah.
We'd do that like 2 or 3 times a week still. Like, and it was just what it was. And, but like, again, like we were hardly talking at all. Like, there was still a lot of animosity there. So it probably was a little bit hateful and like angry and just a release of that. But it was,
That might be a better way
good.
to end things. I've
Yeah.
never done that. Like when I don't
do you burn the world down? Or?
when I don't want to do certain things anymore,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, it's just usually, I don't know. Somehow it doesn't come across well.
Yeah.
I'm friends with some of my exes, but some of them say I'm a little cold. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm definitely like I would say I'm friends with a lot of exes, or at least on speaking terms to some degree. Like one of my exes, I'm doing a dating show for her on this show, trying to help her find.
So she's not senior yet.
No,
Because I didn't get that thrown out.
Do you want? I mean,
Maybe I might. Yeah.
We've set it up for her. If you want it, we can set it up for you too.
Well, we can't go after, like, it's not going to be a competition.
It's not a competition.
Okay,
It's just
good.
like, hey, there's some people that wanted to go out with Carly, and they're sending submissions. If you want to go out with Anna, send.
And if it's only because I have big feet, you know what? I
okay?
can't be
That's
picky.
all right, yeah.
Yeah, beggars can't be choosy.
Right. But you got some shit together.
I do.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I have good credit.
Good credit. You got bunnies. She's got a great business. She's pretty. She's got tits.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do.
She can box.
I can
Pilates.
box.
Yeah,
and
she's got a
Pilates.
lot going for her. So, and she's funny. That's a huge thing. You
I
being
love
funny,
that. I love you say that because you're a comic.
Well,
so that means something.
Like, we have been, friends on social media for years, and we like whenever I have something that like is funny, I know that you'll see it and you appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like, we always, I don't know, we have a good rapport when it comes to comedy, so I appreciate that a lot. So if you want to go out, that's going to be what the Bill Squire Show is. I help people find their person. So if you want to go out with Anna, send an email to bill@alancockshow.com with a video, and we'll bring her back, and we'll see if we can find you someone to go out with.
That's awesome.
There you go.
That doesn't want to hang out 24/7.
That doesn't want
And
too
don't sit at
clingy.
the cafe all day. That's really weird.
That's real weird.
Could you imagine somebody coming to your work and just staring at you?
Yeah, it's weird. Well, I've had people.
I'm
do
not that great. And I'm like a stand-up. Like, I have a good hour and a half to
Yeah.
entertain you. After that,
Yeah, you want
like, what do I have to give you?
space is important.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
it's not that much.
it's not that much to ask. To also have some shit going on.
Why is there a box cutter here? Did something go bad?
No, I usually open my
Should
shoes.
I be concerned?
I open my shoe. Well, it's on your side, so that I
that's
have a
true.
lot of female guests on the show, and I want them to feel safe, so they have a weapon in case things get aggressive. That's what I generally say. But it's
think
just
you'd be
because
more upset if
I need
cut
to
your shoes.
That listen, they would never find the
Oh,
body.
that face. You were like, you went too far in that one.
Yeah. So don't hurt the shoes.
No, never.
Anything to me, you can do anything you want.
So
The dog and the shoes, those are off limits.
I love the dog. Dog's good.
The dog's very good. All right. Well, so we're gonna get you a date too,
Mm-hmm.
and then we will, go.
We'll
from
see
there.
where it goes.
What do you look for? You don't want too clingy.
Not to like somebody that's happy. Oh
Yeah.
my God. You know what the worst thing is?
Yeah.
It's like I go on a date and it's like an interview.
Oh yeah.
So did you really meet LeBron James? So who's your favorite Cavs player? So, oh my God, you know what? This is the worst thing to say to someone in business. I've always wanted to do my own little thing. Then do it, dude.
Then
Why
do
are you
it.
taking time to date? Go fucking do it.
Well, that's like someone's like, I always thought I was funny. Should I try comedy? I'm like, yeah, do it, please. And I encourage them to do it so that they will fall on their fucking face.
I would love that.
Or it's my favorite thing to watch somebody.
My brother jinxed me because he's like, I'm sorry, I interjected.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
clearly talk. But my brother was like, oh, it must be really annoying when people are always like, every guy thinks they're a great chef or cook. And I'm like, no, nobody's ever said that. fucking every single person I've ever talked to, everybody's like, oh yeah, everybody said I should get a food truck or cook. And I'm like, yeah, it's exactly the same thing.
It's exactly
It's
the
like
same
having
thing.
a dinner party.
Yeah. I am a terrible cook.
Good.
And
See?
well, listen, I've cooked for my girlfriend a few times and it's serviceable. Like I know how to cook like a steak.
Like she
pretty
didn't die
decently.
or anything.
She didn't die.
Yeah.
She thought it was okay. But generally she is a cook. So she knows what the fuck she's doing. So, I'll ask her for tips here and there, but mostly I just go, what do you want? And then either she'll make it or I'll do the things that I can do that I can do well, or I'll just buy it and have it
And
ready
pretend
for her.
that you made it.
Well, not even pretend. I don't need that kind of validation.
You hide like the takeout boxes.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Listen, I'm not good at hiding anything. You can see in here.
But yeah, that and funny.
Yeah.
But like when somebody has all these things that they're just so unhappy, I'm like, you really shouldn't be dating.
Right.
Like I took a while to get over my past relationships because I don't like to bring, like the last guy that cheated. Mm-hmm. I don't want to bring that
To the next thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I just don't.
and that's kind
And
of.
they'll be looking at your phone. This is so psychotic.
That's a lot of people though. They don't.
I don't want to babysit.
They Tarzan from relationship to relationship.
Yeah.
So they're just going from one vine to the next and not resolving anything. And I think that's the absolute worst way to do it.
And in any bad relationship, it's always like, okay, so maybe I have to work on like being less sarcastic, communicate better. Like there's always something you did too.
Right.
To make it not work.
Right. And communication is such a big thing.
I bought tons of wigs. He liked a blonde. I got a blonde wig. I don't think that's exactly what he meant, but
but you were
was
trying. You put an effort in.
totally.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't understand. I'm like, oh my God, like I probably have more lingerie and knives than clothes and shoes.
Damn.
I'm a chef though, so
Yeah.
not that I have
that
knives
makes sense
everywhere.
to have the knives, yes.
Yeah.
So my friend Carly that was on an episode of this, and we're trying to find her a date. She hangs
Your
on to that
ex.
stuff. Yeah, she's my ex. But
Do you
we're
think you're going to
friends
be
now.
extra like protective?
No, I want her to, because we have been so far removed from that relationship that we're both very, very different people now.
Oh, that's good.
So it's just, I want her to be happy. And I want her to find somebody, and she's kind of a chameleon when she goes into relationships, where she mirrors what their interests
Yeah.
are. And I'm telling her, and I'm trying to help her
Find
so
her
that
own.
find her own, and be like, hey, this is what you don't have to do everything they like. You don't have to always
Is
try
she
and
really
please
young?
them.
Because I did that when I
She's-
was really young.
She's 29.
Yeah.
Not super young, but
no,
yeah.
but like she's still. I pretended like, what's your favorite drink? Oh, I love Crown too.
Yeah.
What's this? What's that? Like,
Well, like this last guy that she was dating, she bought a Tesla because he had one. And I think, it's a good car and everything like that. But that was like one of those things where I was like, that's a weird thing for her to do.
yeah.
Like,
I mean,
that
it would
was-
have been great if he bought her one.
Right.
Or
And, but
it's
an
an expensive thing too.
It's an expensive thing, but it's just like, you see, like, she's happy with the car. She's
Right.
proud of herself, and it was like a gift for herself too. But it's one of those things where
She's influenced
She's
very
very
much,
influenced
yeah.
by whoever she's dating.
The feet guy are gonna love her.
There you go. If you're into the feet.
Mold her into the feet.
Yeah, mold her into the feet. Well, hopefully we got some good submissions for her though, so I'm excited for her.
That's great.
The just that I haven't done any of that. Probably by the time this airs, it'll be like the week after that we review it all. But
So excited.
it's gonna be good.
I'm excited.
Yeah, check it out. It's
I will.
my podcast is pretty good. Pretty happy
Yeah.
with it. All right. Anything else you want to talk about? Where can people find you on the social media?
Anna on the Raw.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Twitter, Anna on the Raw. I keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Snap, it's just really my clients and like.
Yeah.
It's crazy the people that have been following me on Snap.
Really?
Big celebrities.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
show
cool.
a little ass and
And get some big
a
followers.
lot of yeah, it's crazy.
And your MGK's got his new thing going, and you got some stuff
so
there.
exciting.
Yes.
Because COVID sucks.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to being busy with the teams. And then they called me Thursday for a meeting, went in, they're like, let's start Saturday. So that's why I sound a little raspy.
Mm-hmm.
But so excited because I've met him before. I love him,
Yeah,
love
sweetheart.
Slim.
Yeah.
So nice. And they're killing it there.
That's great. And that's a place where they need traffic more days than, because
Right.
the East Bank of the Flats is kind of set up for the nightlife and the weekends versus every day, and to have
Right.
something that seems to be bringing traffic there on a daily basis. That's great.
Yeah, they're killing it. And it's like open at like 7:30. So
Awesome.
yeah, people like their coffee.
People like their
It's
coffee.
really good coffee
And it's-
too.
yeah,
I will say that.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
a
have to
coffee
check it out.
junkie.
Maybe I'll go check it out this week. Maybe I'll go before I vote on Monday.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go vote on Monday with taking my daughter and my son. We're all gonna go vote. They're all
That's
old
so
enough to
nice.
vote. Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You don't look that old.
Well, they're my stepkids.
Were you
so-
like in a cult?
No, I just
Did they breed you?
their mom's a little bit older than me.
Oh.
And so they're
I'm gonna tell people you're in a
she had
cult.
them young. I was Mormon, so I kind of was.
That Indians guy was.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I asked if he had magic underwear. He's like, no, I've been out of it.
I think I know who it is.
I want to
now.
see the magic underwear so bad.
It just looks like white jockeys. It's not.
It's
or not
still
jo-
magic.
Well, it's
Is
not.
it like a push-up bra? Because that's magic.
No, it's not magic. Because listen, if it were magic, I wouldn't have shit my pants in it so much. Because I was in the Philippines wearing it.
Wow.
Do you not know my
that?
story?
I do, but like, no, I didn't know you were
I was in the Philippines.
not a mercenary. I did date a mercenary.
I was a missionary.
That was
in the
perfect. He
Philippines.
never wanted to talk.
There you go.
But then he got a little dark.
Yeah.
A missionary.
I was a missionary in the Philippines and got.
That was Colson, Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
His dad was.
Oh, really?
Is that crazy?
That is crazy. It's
You have a
small
lot in
world.
common.
Yeah.
See?
He's been on the show a couple times, and my oldest daughter got to meet him like years ago, and that was like
was she
one of
so
her biggest
happy?
days. She was so happy. It was very nice of him, and he was great to her.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, he's a very good guy.
And they
All right.
pay well there.
That's awesome. That's really good to know.
Yeah, because I was talking about they have really good staff, and they were telling me, and I'm like, oh my God, I love that because I'm in the business.
Yeah.
And I don't think you should treat people like slaves. Like
I don't think you should treat them like
yeah.
slaves, and that's why I will go out of my way to patronize a business that I know takes care of their
Yes.
employees.
Because for me, like people are always like, my chef friends would be like, oh, you pay too much, you pay too much. Every day they sign up, they go to work to push me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if I could be that sacrificing for someone. Like,
Yeah.
they're pushing your dream, your goals, your how many times you have to hear Anna. Like, that has to be worth something.
Right. Yeah.
It really does.
And then also just their quality of life is better. They're going to enjoy their job.
Plus, we're like
more.
a family.
Yeah.
We're so close. Like, I
Well,
have to like you.
My dad owns his own business and always ran it and always was very fair about his pay and everything
Right.
like that. And you saw it come through where like there were people that even no matter what you're paying them, they just didn't want to work. So those people sucked. But you saw the people that would,
I probably dated those guys.
yeah, that would work their ass off for my dad. And he took care of them.
And then if people brought me more business, I always give them a cut. of
Yeah,
it.
that's great.
Yeah.
That's nice. Well,
How am I single? It's cuckoo.
it is cuckoo. You're just too good for the people out there.
I just don't want to talk about my feelings.
Oh, that's tough. That's a tough
I have
one.
a couple feelings, like hungry, tired, excited.
But what's the one that you don't want to talk about?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I guess like, you're supposed to cry and stuff.
Well, you don't have to.
See, I've been dating the wrong people.
You don't have to cry. You just let it out. And I think a lot of times, feelings. I think feelings and emotions are
Nothing
separate.
more than feelings.
I feel like I feel this way about a thing,
Yeah.
but I'm not emotional about it. But I do feel
Right.
a certain way about it.
And that's a good thank you because I have feelings. I get
Yeah.
upset and sad. It's just I don't display them. I just described one of my podcasts like one of the 10 things that make you like a sociopath. So 9 more to go.
9 to go.
9 more to go.
Is Big Feet on there?
No,
Okay.
they are so big. And my second toe is bigger than my
Oh, I got that.
that means we're going to be really famous.
Anytime now.
Anytime.
That'd be nice. I'll have to start.
I had a guy
posting.
that didn't-
Mine's actually not longer. It's about the same length as my big toe, but
well, you won't be as famous as me, but I'll
that's-
bring you along.
I appreciate that. I'm all for it. All right. Thank you so much for being this week's Instagram hottie. Follow Anna on Instagram and Twitter and check out her stuff. Where's your shop at?
East 9th in St. Clair. Oh my God. I've been there since October 1st was my dad's birthday. 2001.
God damn,
I
that's
would have had a
awesome.
kid going to school.
Damn.
Is that crazy?
That is crazy. But you don't. You'd have a successful business instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay. Yeah, I
Yeah,
do. It's
yeah.
successful. COVID sucks, but yeah.
But you'll get through it. You're not Sokolowski's. Those bitches gave up.
I think they, you know what? I think they're selling it.
I'm kidding.
But like those condos in Tremont now are 700,000.
I know, right?
And you
Who's
have
buying
that,
that?
but you have that prime location with that view.
Yeah.
Come on.
And I really want everybody to know I don't think they're bitches. It's just a joke.
But they should, like, I think
They
what
work-
COVID has
yeah.
shown is even for me, I love working out now. Like, I don't think I would ever work mornings. Well, I never would anyways, because that's crazy. But I wake up at 5 to go box.
Yeah.
I would go to bed at 5. So it's just, maybe they found out that, like, they enjoy their life more.
Yeah. And if they've got the
Maybe they
ability-
found some girl with big feet.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm not leaving this alone.
need these big feet walking on my back.
I don't
Stepping on
think
my
that's what
nuts.
they do.
I don't know what they. I don't know what.
I think it's to
touch.
I don't know. My mind is.
Are you jerking off the foot? Is that? What
I think that's what they do.
Oh, okay.
I've gone down some dark places with.
There's some foot
sites.
job style. I've seen that before, where they put it between the arches and
YouTube or YouPorn or
not
Pornhub?
YouTube.
YouTube.
Pornhub. Yeah, Pornhub. All
Why
that
does
stuff.
every guy always say that?
What?
Pornhub over YouPorn.
I don't know.
I think it must be
Pornhub
nastier.
guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's nastier. I think it's just, for me, I haven't had the problems with, like, I don't know, other, like, bad stuff on there, where, like, the ads and shit. And I think that's...
Yeah, you don't want them to pop up.
Well, it's
at the worst time.
It's the ads on, and I think I used YouPorn for a little bit, but there was a lot that would, like, redirect. Oh. Where, like, if you click the link, it would just take you to another website first, and then you had to go back, and it was just, like, the navigation wasn't great.
How fast do you clear your search history afterwards?
I don't.
Oh, I do it, like, 2 seconds after, because I just feel so disgusted with myself.
Oh, my phone's over there, but I have everything saved. Like, I don't even care.
You just go back to what's worked before?
I have a Pornhub premium account, and I have, like, bookmarks and, like, a login and all that shit.
I totally understand this
Yeah,
now.
right?
A premium account?
Yeah.
I don't want any, like,
I want the
digital footprint with me going back there.
Oh, I want
Weirdest thing you've ever seen on there?
Weirdest thing? See, I don't think I've seen the weirdest
Have you
stuff
seen
on there.
the guys having sex with the, like, love dolls?
No, I haven't really gone down that.
Very judgy with your face right
Well,
there.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember if I have.
Never, ever did.
I don't go into, like, the weird stuff. I just go for the stuff that I like, and the stuff that I like is pretty, it's its lane.
Huh. I'm not saying that's my thing.
Right. But I don't go, like, looking.
just-
Oh, you know what, though? I did see a lady, and I found this, and I don't remember how I found it, but she was fucking a Quran with a strap on.
Oh, I feel like I should go to church and I don't know which one.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I just should.
It was bad. It was, I guess,
That's a
it
bad
was like.
one. But you
it's-
couldn't stop?
Well, it was just so, it was
You were halfway
so
there.
interesting. Well, I was already done. That's what happens is when you're done and then you see something, you're like, what the fuck is that? And you go, and that's when you start finding the weird stuff. And so this was.
Yeah, that's how I found it.
This is a woman that's like, she's a dominatrix, and I guess she caters to guys that are, like, rejecting their Muslim roots. And so she's like degrading them and their root.
And she's still alive.
I guess
Because
so.
they don't play with that. Remember that one girl?
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mia Khalifa got into a lot of trouble over that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's wild. Yeah. So
A lot of free time with COVID.
a lot of free time with COVID. All right. Anna, she's the
I'm
best.
going to get like the worst dates now. They're going to be it's going to be like a Tinder date.
It's going to be better
No,
than
I
that.
want like
it's going to be the best.
I want a relationship in like dating. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll find you a good guy.
Not just,
Does it got to be a guy?
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't think
all
you
right.
can like switch it. It's not that I'm opposed to women. It's just I'm not
It's
like,
just not what you're looking for.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll find you a nice guy.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to date Anna, send an email with a video.
There's gonna be, like-
Bill@allencockshow.com.
There's going to be like no one. And you're going to have to like pull some like stock pictures off.
No, because they'll send a video. If we get something, we get something. If we don't, we don't.
A video. I want to see it.
Yeah, because then they have to actually pitch themselves.
Shut up.
Yeah.
How do you not have sponsors for this?
Would you like to be a sponsor?
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll make it happen.
Oh my God.
Goodbye.
This is the Bill Squire Show.